Hello, and welcome back to another daily technical analysis video. Today we will be covering BNB in this video. Now again, from previously we've seen the large wick, and now that downwards movement has continued. But nevertheless, we can see that the momentum is in the oversold territory. It hasn't been there for quite some time, but given that it's in this region, it suggests that the bears have a lot of strength, especially since it's diverging and going towards the downside. I do see potential to continue downwards. There are no signs of any reversals yet, so we'll play the downwards movements as it is revealed. Anyways, the RSI is also cutting down the 30 level, which is pretty bearish too, which hasn't occurred for a while, and perhaps we want to see if we want any reversals. We need something like a divergence, if that does exist. But right now, even though this is a daily level support, and we have came back down and traced here, we do not know whether it is either a confirmed reversal or not. Either we can consolidate around here or show any signs of reversals above this level before reversing. But if not, and if there's any closures below these two levels, this suggests that it has a chance of going back down to the daily S3, which is also in confluence with the 377 even EMA. It would be pretty bearish, but even then it would be the next level support. If we look onto our daily as well, we see the weekly pivots down around here, so that it will be close of a target to the next level of support. I wanted to see, okay, if we check the pivots and see the past, clearly we are still in an upwards trend, given that the daily pivots are continuously closing higher and higher. Looking here as well, it could be just a retest or even just plays around here. But even then, in general, we are still in a pretty bullish perspective. Now if we get rid of our pivots and we go to the 4-hour time frame, we see that we have multiple drives of bullish divergence here. We have 4 peaks that rise higher, 1, 2, 3, and 4, while the price action declines to lower lows. Even on the smaller peaks, smaller troughs, those two are still diverging. So in general, this whole area has got multiple drives of divergence. So it may suggest potential reversals someplace around here, especially given that it's right above the daily level. But we must consider that the stochastics is still diverging, heading downwards inside the oversold territory. This would indicate that the bears, again, similar to the daily time frame, has more strength. Looking at the EMAs as well, we saw that it did come up a little bit. It didn't really test where we wanted it to. It actually stopped at the 0.382. So perhaps that might happen with the current price action as well. See right here. In order for the 21 EMA to catch up. So it was pretty far, but within these two candles, it did bring it down a little bit closer. And therefore, even right now, could be just some sort of consolidation before the continuation down. On the 4-hour, we see that we got the downtrend going. We got the EMA structure as well, and potentially a retracement before continuing further down. Stochastic supports the continuation down, but you got to be careful that the RSI is potentially declaring a signal of reversal. So if we do a retracement level here, we've seen that the 0.382 has been hit so far. So we want to be careful for any continuations downward from here or even up to the 0.55 retracement level. If we do consider the price action as entering into this fib channel, then that would indicate that chances are likely to come and retest this 0 level right here. Alright, so that's much for the 4-hour time frame. We could see retracements or consolidation. So if we look on the 1-hour time frame, we are in a bearish EMA structure, but the momentum seems to be picking up and rising again. This could help with resetting for a continuation down and suggesting this consolidation phase. So it seems like some sort of consolidation around here is happening. I want to see if there's any channels or even a descending triangle from here to here. If we do anticipate as a descending triangle, which we can consider because the volume is descending, then this may be the top bounce before continuing downwards, even up to here. It's a bit messy though because of the fact that the wicks have surpassed it in numerous occasions. It cannot be a head and shoulders because the head doesn't peak further down. So it could be some sort of messy range too. From here to here to the top. You could draw the range, and this could be a trading range where the price action will be. But given how the price action hasn't really respected the levels, like the median is just a blur, so I wouldn't really rely on this pattern for any plays. But perhaps this descending triangle could be possible. We could see shorts here then. I mean, it's in confluence with the hourly downtrend too. So we've reached the peak for a lower high, which could then be creating a lower low. Because the 4-hour and the higher time frames are bearish, we can look for shorts and be a bit more confident on the shorts. Although there's the divergence again. Still something we got to pay attention to. But with that being said, we may be seeing a shorts to be played here. Yep, somewhere around there. I'd be looking for shorts. Even if this candle rises, I'd be looking for shorts. Oh yes, and I wanted to review from last time. We were waiting for the 0.55 retracement around here, which, as you can see, came around here. And this would have been a buy-up region, given that the green candle had followed up that level of support. But we didn't enter this area because of the decline in the stochastics, and therefore a decline in momentum and interest for the buyers. And inevitably, it ended up crossing down. Even then, maybe you could play a short here because there's a minute downtrend occurring. So you could play the short down to the next level, which would be the daily level right here. So with that being said, it could have been something like this. Boom. All the way to here as a first TP, and the second one right here. Great. So it seems more like a consolidation or range in the hourly time frame, but if we assume that this is a descending triangle, we can play it as it is. On the 4-hour time frame, we may be finding support here. We got to be careful of the bullish divergences, but nevertheless, you want to be shorting in general, especially since it lines up with the daily too. On the daily, we want to see in the next 4 hours and 15 minutes approximately how the closure occurs here. If we close above, then we can see the next day and see whether we are to be bouncing off of this level or continuing down. But if we see any closures below here, then we could see confident shorts down all the way to the S3. But even then, there still hasn't been a retracement. It might not be necessary, but a retracement may help for a continuation to the shorts. Anyways, that sums up this video. Thank you.